I don't know about where you are, but on the coast at the moment we're having an absolute heat wave. It's sweltering. Getting back in the evening, the last thing you want to do is slave over a hot stove and have something even lukewarm for supper. Enter Gazpacho. It's a tomato soup that's meant to be served cold. Really simple to make, but packed full of flavour. The recipe is super simple. All you're going to need: 5 or 6 decent sized tomatoes, 2 red peppers, 1 red onion, half a cucumber, a couple of spring onions, and 2 cloves of garlic. On top of which, just to bring out the flavour, a bit of sherry vinegar, and to smoothen up the soup, a little bit of olive oil. Grab a food processor, pop it on the worktop, and chuck in tomatoes, halved, just to make it a bit easier, blades. All red peppers after you've whipped out the seeds and either halved them or quartered them. Chop the half a cucumber into a couple of chunks. Top and tail the spring onions and just dump them straight in. Peel and just dump straight in the 2 cloves of garlic and start the thing going. If your veg has been in the fridge, then it'll be absolutely fine. But if you want it extra cold and your veg has been sitting out on the side, just add a couple of cubes of ice in there as well. As the food processor is going, dribble in about 2 tablespoons of sherry vinegar and about 1 tablespoon of olive oil. Depending on how you like your consistency, you can blitz it until it's really smooth, or even put it in a blender so it'll come out like a very thick soup. I personally like mine a bit chunkier, so I leave it only in the food processor. Or if you prefer a bit thinner, you can pop it in a muslin cloth and strain out all of the liquid. Season with a decent helping of salt and a bit of pepper, because bear in mind there's absolutely no seasoning in this because it's so fresh. And garnish with a drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, some very finely chopped spring onions, or even parsley. And if you've got some old bread lying around, chop them up into cubes, fry them up with a little bit of oil, and chuck them on top as croutons. If you're not using the croutons, grab a beautiful French loaf, tear it up, and just scoop up that delicious soup. It'll cool you down in an instant. It's so fresh and tasty. And if you seal it, pop it in the fridge, it'll last for a couple of days. As always, if you like this recipe, please do subscribe and hit like. If you've got any questions or want to make anything else, just chuck it in the comments box below.